Yeah. And this is actually one of the things that was made easier in the 1.8 release. So in particular, I think you may have seen some things around the DNS resolution that Istio will do now natively, which was always a big gap in non-Kubernetes environments, right? So Kubernetes, I create a service. Kubernetes sets up all the DNS for me so that the application works seamlessly. That's great. Istio, we have for the entire existence of the project had this issue where service entries in Istio are routable to envoys to things in the mesh, but there was no DNS resolution there. And that was particularly painful in VM environments because effectively you'd have to like bridge your VM and your Kubernetes DNS together in a way that you probably didn't want to do. And so now Envoy will actually automatically handle DNS queries and will handle some resolution there on behalf of your application to resolve names that are in the mesh so that things work a little bit more seamlessly. That was one of the bigger pain points around VM usage with Istio, and so that actually has been addressed now in this latest release, which is pretty exciting. But yeah, that's so we're and I'm trying to think. There's some other work that actually went in. Because do you want to speak to some of the other VM things?
Yeah, just to add on that, also now in 1.8, this auto registration of the VMs is supported. So that is particularly useful for the cases where load balancers, autoscalers are enabled, and if the VMs are scaling, then it was not feasible before this auto registration to literally go and add service entries to onboard the VMs. But now after 1.8 and with this auto registration of the virtual machines with the workload group and workload entries, it has become more like pod deployments and the pods. And we would definitely see better adoption of VMs into the service mesh now. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly, and better VM support in Istio has been a long time goal for us.
Yeah, and in 1.9, this like I think this is going to be the beta, the VM support, and this health checking for the workload entry is also coming in 1.9.
Exactly, which will make auto registration even more powerful,
Yeah.
as you'll get some of the kind of kube-like functionality there where Istio is doing a little bit of health checking. You can take VMs out of rotation temporarily without you having to go update the config live in Istio. So it should make it a lot easier to use in kind of a variety of different VM environments without needing a deep integration there.
Exactly. I think it's the first time that it actually the VM support is going to be usable in the usable form in the community.
Yeah. I was gonna add that it does, like, I'm not sure about like which part customer they're using it as much, but I don't know many that are using it because the support hasn't been great up until now. It's getting much better, and I think it is in a more usable state.
Exactly. One other piece that has been in flight that has been improving incrementally that I think will got some improvements in 1.8, but will continue to get some improvements in 1.9 is the Cert issuance to VMs as well. And that's kind of the final gap to close, really, before VMs are kind of fully first class workloads in the mesh.